back, tell the Premier, there's people talking. They want community-based. They want community say. And they want us to have our jobs. Most of all the seniors we spoke to and we visited, a lot of seniors, they all said, we work for our pension, we want you girls to have the same thing. And men. There's your thing. Take it back, please.
You have my commitment, I'll take it back. That's what I'm here to do, to represent you. And I've always done that and I'll continue to do that.
Wonderful.
And that was the reason we had the Minister of Social Development here and all the other ministers that spent 3.5 hours to answer questions. And we're committed to do our best to accommodate. The government's made it very clear they're moving forward with a request for proposal. But the Minister of Social Development also made it very clear that she's going to take into consideration and some discussions over the pension issue and over many other issues. So that's all taking place now. And thank you for this.
And just many people can't be wrong. 10,000 people cannot be wrong.
Because I said at that meeting, and I'll continue to say it, the reason we're building a new home is for the residents, right? And I appreciate all the work that each and every one of you do, because I've seen it firsthand. My mom had 7 years at the home that you work in, and my aunt was 9 years, I think, at the other home. And I probably spent more time there than most other families at both homes.
Yep.
And so I know the work that each of you do and how important it is, and I appreciate it. And I know the residents appreciate it, right?
So now you just have to appreciate that to live the life that we live right now and to contribute to this river, we need to have our contract moved into that new building.
Well, the minister said that she's looking at all those options. But she also made it very clear that the nursing home's going ahead and it's going out to RFP, right?
Yeah.
But so that's happening. That's not changing.
Does she know who's building it?
Nobody knows. It's got to go to an RFP, right? Could be somebody local. It could
Sure
be.
you don't know?
How will we know? The RFP is not even done yet.
It was just the Premier threw us off when he said you should be negotiating with Shannix. It was like, why would we when it hasn't gone out? That was in Heartland that day.
Yeah, the RFP is not even prepared yet.
I know.
There's a draft
That's what made
that's
us
been
wonder.
started. And as I said many times before, we're making sure that in that RFP, all of the outreach programs and services are going to be included.
Right.
And as I always said, it would either be in the new facility or in partnership with a community partner. And the reason I said that is because we have a community partner that is doing a wonderful job. We'd like to continue that. I met with both presidents of both nursing homes and both administrators last week. And I've committed to them that we want to let them sit down and have input into the RFP as to some of the things they feel are important. We're going to do that.
And that's very important.
Extremely.
Because,
couldn't agree more.
Because what was said at that town hall meeting, what was voiced was passion.
Yeah.
And that passion is what needs to go into that referral.
Yeah.
That's where we need your backup. We need you to have the passion of these people today.
Well, I have it, and I've had it all along. And the reason that I have it is because it's for the residents that live in those homes, right? I'm not saying your jobs and your wages and your contracts aren't important. Yes, they're very important. But the most important aspect of this is to make sure the residents in those homes and the seniors in our community get the best possible care possible. And I think I heard it at that meeting. You're all family and you're part of the family of the residents, and I understand that. I know how well my mom was treated, so I understand the work that each and every one of you do.
Yeah,
right?
And the petitions that's been presented to you are saying exactly that.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
what the community wants.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to squeeze it. They squeeze their profit out of services. That's what's going to happen. Nobody's going to build it unless they're making a profit.
That's what concerns us, Bill, is there's cheaper products, cheaper diapers. You know where cheaper diapers go.
Every nursing home in the province, no matter which type it is, has to follow the nursing home standards. So everybody's on a level playing field. Nobody's allowed to do anything different than what's in the nursing home standards.
But nursing home standards don't cover your products you're using and things like that. They don't. They cover your ratio of staff, maybe. No, actually they don't do that because they drop their ratio. There's differences. The other thing is, one meeting we had, Bill, you mentioned repurposing the buildings. I'm wondering, has that been discussed when you met with the 2 nursing homes? With the admin?
The day of the announcement, there was a call that was put out to both administrators
Right.
and both presidents, and Pat, you were on that call. And we were told that Janet Thomas was on the call as well, who's the director of nursing home, I think is the director of nursing home services,
Yes.
but I'm not positive. And she said that she wants to work hand in hand for transition on how we can look at repurposing, how we can look at different options.
Have you looked at it? Is there discussion? We're just wondering where the nursing homes are sitting on this. We know where Miramichi seniors sit. We're wondering about the other nursing home. Where are they sitting on this? Are you looking at repurposing the renovated building?
Well, everything's being looked at, right? But you need to sit down and have those discussions. So, I mean, we're going to attempt to do that. We're going to set up a meeting with the 2
So there's been
presidents
nothing
and-
thrown out yet, what
No.
you would do with it.
I mean, we're very early on here.
Right.
We're looking at 3 years before this home is built and opened,
Right.
right? So there's time.
Okay.
And there's lots of opportunities. And I think we all need to remember why we're doing this.
Oh,
You know,
we
we
all
fought
remember,
we fought
trust
for
me.
decades to get this done.
Yes.
And finally we have a government that's doing it. Maybe
but
we
we
don't agree on the
don't
entire
want to
process.
agree.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
we don't
the
agree on the
problem.
entire process, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand the frustration that any of you would have, because I'd have the same frustration, right?
Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
Absolutely I would.
You
I understand
absolutely
that.
would. And you know what? I remember when you had a tent out here. You had a tent out there in front of the hospital, and you were fighting for the Miramichi. And you said this. You said, "I'm not a politician.
Yeah.
I'm just a man that cares about the Miramichi."
Yeah.
Well, now that you've become a politician, has that just stopped?
Not at all.
But
Not
because
at
I
all.
can see you kind of shrugging your shoulder. Well, everything's just going to go ahead. It's just, I'm sorry, guys. That's
No,
what I
that's
see.
that's not what I said. I said it's going to go to an RFP because that's the decision that the government's made from here on out.
Yeah, but you are government, Bill. You
That's it.
stand up to them.
That's right.
Stand.
Yes, yes, stand up
Bill, you're a
there.
cabinet
Stand with
minister.
us.
It's time for you
Yeah,
and
you
Lisa
can
to step
stop
to the
it. You
plate.
can change this, Bill.
Most of these people are here are your constituents. They put you where you are today.
That's exactly.
So it's time to you to step to the plate. To hell with the party lines. You represent these people.
Yeah,
Do what's right for
Yeah,
these
quit
people
putting
and the
up the
community
bar.
and the seniors.
You have
we're
to
gonna
be
do,
here.
we're doing what's right for the seniors in this community, and as the minister said, all the concerns that each and every one of the people that are from Miramichi that work in these homes in Miramichi, we're doing our best to address that. We're going to have that discussion, right? And we have to have that in a respectful way, and that's a two-way street.
Absolutely.
When did the Liberal Party get the notion that P3s are the answer? Because
But they're broke.
the previous government committed the one in Edmonds, which is not a P3. The one in Donald Arsenault's riding is not a P3. And nobody from the Liberal Party stood up in the House and said, that's the wrong way to go, it should be a P3. All of a sudden, it's Miramichi, it's gotta be a P3. And that's the problem I'm having with it, because first of all, I don't believe in P3s from all the information I've had right across Canada. They cost the government more money than doing it themselves. It doesn't show in the books. The Auditor Generals and all the parts just can't get all the information they want. And still they send it to more expensive. And that's the only problem I have with it. And as far as a nursing home to me is more than a brand new building with a bigger
right.
room. It's the care inside it.
What it boils down to, you've congratulated us, commended us on 30 years' work, 20 years' work. So we want to know, standing here, are you going to back your people and make sure we have our jobs, or are you backing the government? Because right now they're not the same, so we need to know.
Well,
We really
very
need you.
clear. We brought the minister here. She said she's taken everything into consideration, right? She was here. She spent 3.5 hours on the stage to answer questions. 3.5 hours. And she's been here many times before that as well. So everything's being looked at.
Yeah, we heard
question
she
is-
studied poverty. We heard she has sociology degree. We heard she was a single mother once, but you know what? She's up there and we're down here. And I have a lot of people here that are sleeping at night worrying. And we're
And
carrying
in the
this.
same
She's not
situations.
carrying. Yes. We all need to know.
We want to know, we want you to go to Brian Gallant
Yeah.
and tell him that we, the constituents of Miramichi, do not want a P3. We want the nursing home, but we want it government funded. Woohoo!
That's it.
10,000 names are saying.
Yeah.
Your opposition are saying that there is no policy saying from here on the homes are P3.
No, there is
That's
no
just what-
policy, and we've been told that.
The
But we've been
houses
told
were
there's
not
no
P3s
policy.
and we're being
Exactly.
built brand new.
Yes.
And we fought to
Exactly.
make sure that we don't have P3s.
So here we stand.
And we're going to
United.
keep on and we're going to support yous and that's what we have to do. You have to fight with your MLA, but your MLA has to be right and he has to fight with the government. He has to look after Miramichi people and say, with the MLA and the minister. He has to go with his community and his workers and his seniors.
At the end of the day, Bill, we love and respect our seniors, and they are number one. But you have to remember, we are all citizens of Miramichi.
Absolutely.
And we're important.
Absolutely, very
So
important.
we take
I don't
care.
doubt
We
that
take
for a
care
bit.
of our own. We put you in there to take care of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very well.
Sooner rather than later.
Have you not already put millions of dollars into the mound with, refurbishing it?
Yeah, close to $9 million.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
So
Looks beautiful.
does that make sense? Like,
Well, I'd have to disagree with that.
You don't think first floor looks good?
I haven't been there since the renovation,
Maybe you
but
should
what I can, well, I will. I've been there
but
many
how
times.
can you justify spending $9 million and now you're not going to use that building?
That's
but
our
we're gonna,
taxpayers'
It doesn't make
exactly. I
They're,
mean,
they're putting in state-of-the-art stuff like.
So is everybody suggesting that we don't build the new nursing
No, but
home?
we're
No,
wondering.
no,
We're wondering
no,
why.
no, we're not going there.
Like I'm confused. Like tell me.
It's not a P3.
We're saying we need the new building. We know
Yes.
4 stories isn't safe. We're just saying that building can be repurposed, that's great. But if it's at the cost of all these jobs and that, there's another way of doing this. If every other place had the money, guess what? Give it to Miramichi because we've been lacking.
that's right.
And I would think that the land would start to worry with 10,000 plus signatures and all the support we've had. This is election time. Whether provincial, federal, whatever, it's reflecting on the Liberal Party. And it's reflecting big time.
Next position.